Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. In this episode, we need to go back down to the Underworld yet again to help Megara. This time though, she's actually in a little bit of trouble, so we're gonna have to help her out, but she's not the only one in trouble. Phil! Oh, what happened? I spotted this strange guy all dressed in black. I chased after him, but he turned on me. Next thing I know, I'm seeing stars. All dressed in black? He's the one who stole the Olympus stone. Where did he run off to? To the Underworld. He's a bad apple, alright, and all I wanted was to find a backup hero, just in case Hurt needed to take a break. Heroes, eh? You could've just asked. You know someone? Oh, good one. You know what, Phil? I'm getting a little tired of you not accepting us as heroes. We've saved the Olympus Coliseum once. We've saved Megara once, kind of. We've had to go down to the Underworld and fight Hades. I'd say we're heroes, but we did get a power boost out of that treasure chest, and we might as well go ahead and use our AP boost that I guess we've stocked over for the past couple of episodes again. But off camera, I leveled up. In the last episode, we got aerial diving counter guard, but while I was grinding off camera, I also got high jump level 1 and damage drive. High jump level 1 came from leveling up Valor Form, and Valor Form, by the way, has a level 2 jump now, and this is what the high jump level 1 looks like, but it makes you jump a little tiny bit higher, which is actually pretty useful for fighting and stuff, but I'm pretty sure we're going to be getting a cutscene here.
Thanks. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed it.
I'm not really sure what was up with the subtitles during that cutscene, but anyway, might as well go ahead and jump off and get this heart piece, because if you try and walk over to it, you'll fall down in this area, so it kind of reminds me of the Shadow Temple from Ocarina of Time a little bit, but do not get hit by these purple things. After this little cutscene right here, which I know is always going to be here, I'll talk about those a little bit. Man. This Underworld curse is really getting to me. We've got to get that Olympus stone back fast. Speaking of fast, before I go into that purple ball thing, if you can get this just right, unfortunately it looks like it's going sour already. If you can get the enemy right there into a combo, you can get up there and get that puzzle piece without having to do anything fancy, unless you consider that maneuver fancy, but you don't have to go get like high jump level 3 or whatever you would normally need to get up there. But anyway, those purple balls, I can't actually remember what these green heartless are called. I'll probably put it in the description of the video or something like that. But they have this attack where they shoot that purple thing out at you. That is a really devastating attack, especially on critical. I don't really remember it being that bad on, like, you know, normal or standard or whatever, but if it hits you one time, it takes away more than half of your life bar, which of course means if you get hit twice, you die. But it will explode sometimes before it even gets to you. If it explodes on you, it takes away your entire life bar, at my level on critical anyway. So even if you try and block, even though sometimes like that, if it's just been shot, it's okay if you try to block it. But sometimes if it's been in the air too long and you try and block it, you think it's gonna, you know, reflect back at the enemy and hurt him or whatever, it'll just blow up in your face and kill you. Otherwise, they'll probably do an attack like that, where they just like lunge way at you. So these green enemies, like I said, I don't actually remember what they are called, which is kind of unfortunate, but they're really strong, and I really wish that they weren't quite as strong, because especially for like a regular enemy in the Underworld, I think they're a little bit, I hate to say overpowered, because we are playing on critical, but when you compare them to like the soldier that I'm fighting right now, it's kind of almost a mismatch. But now that we've gotten that treasure chest, or not treasure chest, there was a treasure chest right there, but we got the puzzle piece, we can finally exit this cave-like area. And I don't remember if there's going to be a cutscene in this area or not, because there's going to be definitely some cutscenes coming up. There was not a cutscene here. But I believe this is going to be a heart piece again, another heart piece. Like I said in the last episode, we are actually getting fairly close to finishing the heart puzzle. Unfortunately, I think we're still like 2 or 3 off, but coming up in the next couple of episodes, I should be able to get those heart pieces collected. But also, speaking of puzzle pieces in the Olympus Coliseum, there's going to be a couple that I miss that I might even be able to get right now, but I'd rather just wait until I can get all of them to really go, you know, searching for them.
Huh? You! Where Wait a sec. Roxas?
Excuse me?
Roxas? Oh, it's no use.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Let's see here. If the subject fails to respond, use aggression to liberate his true disposition. Right. Did they ever pick the wrong guy for this one?
You're bizarre.
Oh, he's gotta be the thief!
Now that's just plain rude. Dance, water, dance!
In the past, I really did not like the person that we're kind of vicariously fighting right now, because that, of course, is an organization member, but we're not fighting him directly. We're fighting his water minion type things. You would think fighting, I think it was like 80 or 90 that we have to defeat in like 90 seconds or something like that. We think that might be hard, but there's a reaction command that I'm doing over and over called Wild Dance, where it's fairly easy. And I'm pretty sure, actually I'm not entirely sure, but I'm kind of sure anyway, that in the non-final mix version of the game, you had like 2 minutes or something like that to take out all of these water soldiers or whatever instead of 90 seconds. So I guess they tried to make it a little bit harder, but with the Wild Dance reaction command, it's pretty easy regardless, and this is going to be, you know, the end of it right here. So either way, it's not going to be that hard, but what I do like about this fight especially is how he kind of references Roxas a lot, and we're going to see the effects of that right here a little bit.
Ooh. Roxas, come back to us.
Guy's a broken record. Let's go. Meg needs our help.
By the way, I should point out that this is a Final Mix exclusive. Huh? What do you want? I want to tell you about something much more interesting than that stone. About the Absent Silhouette. Absent Silhouette? You mean the previous book? It isn't only a book. Weapons that burn from the shadow that hold the strength of the previous masters. Fighting with them, you will wake up for sure. Your true self. What do you mean? You're the hero, you can discover it yourself. What is it? The Absent Silhouette? It isn't important now, we gotta rescue Megara. You're right. So I tried to, at least a little bit, alleviate the problems of the kind of incorrect translation there, but basically, like I said before, that is a Final Mix exclusive kind of cutscene, I guess you could call it. But what it is, basically, is now we can go back and fight that Absent Silhouette, which I'm not going to do right now. I think I might as well just save it until we can do more than one Absent Silhouette, because there are more than just that one that we've seen in this level. So like I said, I'm going to wait until we unlock more of the Absent Silhouette so I can just do them in one episode. But I'm pretty sure that treasure chest that I just opened right there is the final treasure chest in this area. Let's go ahead and interact with this rock over here, and maybe we can find Megara.
Almost there.
And now that that's open, we can go a little bit deeper into the Underworld, but what I want to do here is go ahead and apparently I found 3 AP boosts over the course of this episode. They really want you to have a lot of AP in this game, apparently. But also might as well go ahead and equip MP Rage on Donald, especially since he uses so much magic. That'll really help him. But, more cutscenes.
Nah, that's what I call a key.
Gee, thanks for your help. Now have a nice day.
Sora, behind you!
What's wrong? Can't fight in the underworld? Oh, boo-hoo-hoo!
Better think again.
Charge!
I remember when I first got the final Mix version of Kingdom Hearts 2, my brothers were having a really tough time with this fight for some reason, even on standard. I don't know why. It's a really easy fight. All you gotta do is make sure you don't get hit, I should say, by those balls that Pete rolls around. I'm not even sure what the requirements for finishing this fight are, because I can take out all the bats, it doesn't seem to matter. I can get Pete down to 0 HP and it doesn't seem to end. I think you might just have to have him at a certain HP, and then wait maybe a certain amount of time for the fight to end. But as you can see right here, I have him down to 1 HP. No amount of final, combos or combo finishers is going to make this fight end. So honestly, I think I might as well just go ahead and speed this up, because every time that I've had to do this in practice, he just keeps going. See, like, I don't know how you're supposed to finish this fight. So I guess I will see you guys in just a second.
There's too many!
Let's go!
Sorry I'm late. Get Meg out of here. I'll meet you back at the Coliseum.
What about you?
I'm gonna show these guys what happens when they mess with a true hero.
Now, wait a sec. Cool?
Sora, I won't leave him.
You'll be okay.
Look, even Herc has his limits. He can't keep winning forever.
Then we'll go back him up.
Get Meg out of here!
In some ways, this fight is a little bit easier than the other fight, but what I like to do at the beginning is use Aura Guard, or however you say that, and then go ahead and use Valor Form, because sometimes those purple or the green guys will shoot those purple balls, which, like I talked about before, are fairly devastating. What I like to do, though, is take them out first, and then worry about Pete. Luckily, it seems like if you reflect the ball back like I just did, even if it explodes on you after you've reflected it back, apparently at that point it doesn't do any, like, splash damage on you, but I better go ahead and beat him really thank goodness, because if that rock had fallen on me, that fight would have ended much differently, as in I would have died there instead of Pete, but luckily we were able to take him out in time.
This place gives me the creeps. I'll deal with you nitwits next time.
Oh!
Could today possibly get any better? This time, Wonder Breath is going down for good.
Well, if it isn't everyone's favorite hero washout, you really blew it this time. No one likes a sore loser, Hades. Can it, Keyboy? Then let me. No one likes a sore loser, Hades. Yeah, sticks and stones. Hey, maybe you should go check on that Hydra you neglected to finish off. I hear things are really falling apart up there, champ. Wait! Hate to run, but I've got another little diversion to attend to. We need to really go over here and go to back to the world map, because like I showed you, I think that was back in the Land of Dragons. If you're in the middle of a drive form and you go back to the world map, when you go back into the level, you'll have a full drive meter. And the reason I want to do that, especially right now, is because we're going to have a boss fight coming up as soon as we go back up into the Olympus Coliseum, and I would prefer to have my Valor form charged up before we go up there. Might as well go ahead though and make sure we have all of our stuff equipped. Might as well go ahead and equip Trinity Limit, even though I probably won't use it. And we might as well go ahead and equip, I guess, Item Boost on Goofy, because I hopefully, anyway, I don't remember if he has any potions on him, but maybe his potions will be a little bit more useful.
This can't be.
Champ, you're safe.
I failed.
It's not your fault.
I left everyone unprotected. Hades was right. I'm just a washout.
Ah, come on, champ. I didn't train you to think like that.
Wonder Boy.
Phil's right. This is no time to beat yourself up.
I'm some hero.
Yeah.
Don't suppose you got room for one more?
We're in.
What I like to do as soon as this fight starts, apparently, is get hit by the tail. What I was gonna say, if you run over to the left and jump, usually you'll be able to avoid the tail because it swings in from the right, and if you place yourself just right, it's probably not gonna hurt you, but I'm getting annihilated by these flashes of energy. But if he puts his head down like this, if you get 1 or 2, maybe even 3 combos in, eventually his head will go back up like so, and you can run back and vanquish him. Quite graphically, I would say, for a game involving Disney characters. But now we're moving into like the second phase of the fight of 3, where these heads come up out of the ground. I don't want to take these heads out too quickly, but basically what you do have to do to take them out is drain their life bar and then vanquish them as well. But like I said, I don't want to take them out too quickly because I want Phil to have a chance to say his signature line, but he's not cooperating right now, so I guess I'm going to have to go ahead and vanquish the Hydra heads. But I think I hear it.
Get up on the Hydra's back!
Get up on the Hydra's back is probably my favorite line from this game, but once you do that, it's kind of pointless almost, because once you do that, it kind of stuns the remaining 3, or however many there are left, of these Hydras coming up out of the ground. So you can probably take them out faster without doing that, but if you're having a tough time taking these out, which you probably shouldn't, you might as well go ahead and jump up on the Hydra's back, or get up on the Hydra's back. Like, Phil will constantly yell at you if you don't do it. But yeah, that's probably like one of the most famous, I would hate to say famous, but like meme-worthy or just memorable lines from this game is get up on the Hydra's back. If you search that on YouTube, I'm sure that it'll come up thousands of times. But anyway, speaking of thousands, it looks like the Hydra has many more heads here. It's not that much harder, believe it or not, even though it looks like it's a little bit more hectic, or head-tick. Man, I'm trying to make puns. Sometimes they don't come out quite right. Anyway, if you wait for them to come down, if you wait for one of the heads to come down anyway, that's when you're going to get your chance to attack. And I'm not really doing anything right now because if their heads aren't down, there's not really much you can do, but their heads are down right now, so I might as well go ahead and try and get as much damage done as possible. Hopefully, if I do enough damage, Pegasus will run by, because usually Pegasus is where you're going to be doing your most damage, and there's Pegasus. Pegasus Run is probably, I would hate to say the most overpowered reaction command in the game, but every time you go by one of the heads, you can do a separate attack. And as you can see, it's taking down a lot of HP, or it's doing a lot of damage to the Hydra, so it's almost a little bit cheap, I think anyway. So it's, once you get to this phase, all you have to do is survive and do a little bit of damage so you can do that Pegasus Run, and you're probably going to win. The only thing now, I have to get his HP bar low enough to do another Vanquish attack. This is probably like one of the harder parts because once he goes, too low in HP, he does all of these like crazy attacks. But now we can vanquish him and cut off all of his heads at the same time. And for our efforts, we get the Thunder element and apparently a little bit of a boost in HP, which is always good on critical. But I have to imagine there's going to be cutscenes here.
I let you down. I'm just... no use.
It's not your fault. Hey, even a god would be exhausted.
She's right. Give yourself a chance to rest.
There won't be any games for a while anyway.
Don't worry about Wonder Boy here. I'll look after him. Sora, Donald, Goofy, I owe you big time.
Hey, it's no big deal. Just let us know if Hades or the Heartless start acting up. We'll take care of it.
Yeah, that's what heroes are for.
When did you three make Hero?
Let's save that for another time. We have to hit the road.
Okay, don't be strangers.
Gosh, I hope you feel better soon, Hercules.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, well, take care, you guys. Stay a little longer next time. We got some serious training to catch up on.
Well, time to go. Oh, I almost forgot. The Olympus Stone.
And where is everyone else?
Beats me. They must have had some other matters to deal with.
Matters? You mean they have more important affairs to attend to than my return?
Well, see, there's this Organization 13 that keeps getting in the way.
Let those fools play their little game.
But what about that runt with the Keyblade? He's been a real pain, too.
Oh, has he? Very well, then. I suppose you'd best tell me what's happened during my absence.
oh, Now I wonder where that old album could be. Queen Minnie! It's horrible! Something's wrong in the hole of the cornerstone! There's real sharp thorns everywhere! Oh, King Mickey, I wish you could hear me. The castle is in danger. We've got to do something soon. Donald? Goofy? Where are you?
And in the next episode, we're going to be going to probably one of my favorite areas in the entire game, and that is Disney Castle. Luckily, we don't have to worry about a gummy ship route or anything, so in the next episode, we're going to be able to just jump right in and finally get to go to the mystical, almost, Disney Castle that we've seen in the last game and a little bit, I think, in this game so far. But I want to thank you guys for watching this episode of Let's Play Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, and I hope to see you guys back for the next episode.